Good morning. Today is Father's Day. Um, I want to say Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. Uh, Also, Father's Day is also a good day to remember your father. I hope everyone had a good father. I know some didn't probably, but hope you did. Uh, I know in the past I've always seen speakers talk about Father's Day, and they always get to talk about their father. And I guess today is my turn. Uh, I had a great father. Um, he loved his family. He was a hard-working man, and he always tried to make time for me and my brother. Uh, and I know that he had other stuff that he'd rather be doing, but I know he always took time for us. Uh, he would work and come home, and his resting time was about 20 minutes. He would sit down in his recliner, and he would get him a little bit of Coke in a glass, and he would sit there and he'd take him a little nap. And no doubt that one of us would need something, and we'd go in there and wake him up. And I remember him just turning around and kind of looking at you, waiting for you to tell him what you needed. You know, he was ready to go. But he would go out and he would work on lawnmowers. He was a lawnmower repairman, and he uh, he would work on that, and my mother would have to holler at him to come eat supper, and then she'd have to holler at him to come to bed. And he was out there all the time. But my dad was a good man, and uh, he made us realize that to be a good man, you know, you had to. He left us a good example. Uh, you know, my father was not a Christian up until years before he passed away. I remember seeing him after he became a Christian, and that was when he was baptized. That was one of the happiest times. He had a smile on his face. My dad was a quiet man. He was not a speaker, uh, and he was happy to hand out the bulletins at the back door and greet the people that come in. He was a good man. And I remember when he passed away at his funeral, there was a lot of folks come through and told me how good of a man he was, and I appreciate that. Um, you know, fathers are very important to our society. If you can look around now, I believe our biggest problem today is lack of fathers. Uh, you know, when you've got kids out in the streets at night shooting people, shooting each other, that's crazy. And where are the fathers at? If these kids had some fathers, I think that would all straighten out. You know, I know mothers do what they can. A lot of times, mothers are not very good at discipline, and I think that's what we need. Um, you know, we have fathers. You know, they make changes in their life, and you know, like mine did. He wasn't a Christian, but he was a good man. But don't that won't get you to heaven. Being a good man won't get you to heaven. You've got to be a Christian. You know, and we have uh, a Father in heaven that never changes. He's always the same. And you know, He cares for His children. You know, it tells us in the Bible that He even clothes, He takes care of the little birds, and you know, He makes the flowers bloom. And how much more so will He take care of us because we are His children? You know, God wants us to obey Him. A good father, his children will obey Him, and uh, to to obey God, we need to be a Christian, and that's going to be my lesson for today. It's very important that you be a Christian, you know, and I'm going to challenge you today with something I didn't tell Pam I was going to do this, but I'm going to give y'all a chance to share a story of your father. If you had a good father, or if you just had a good man in your life that taught you things and was good to you. I know I was lucky. Pam and I both have been very lucky with good fathers and good grandfathers. We've always had that good example put in front of us, and I hope you have too. If you can share some stories with us, I always like to hear about stories of people and their dad. Um, that's my lesson for today. Thank you very much. God bless you, and have a happy Father's Day.